Hi, I'm Jane O'Reilly, and this is Ageless. I'm 40, and my life is just getting started. I'm here to share real talk and real experiences about how to live life ageless. Nothing's off the table. You know the vibes. Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Ageless. Welcome back. And today's episode, if all goes well, is one of the most meaningful topics to me. And I say that because I have spent the last 8 years trying to find my light and access it and access my power, grow, and heal. So that is that's the Cliff Note version of what we're going to talk about today. But I'm going to start by saying this. The perfect version of yourself is not something you need to create, because God has already created it. And this is not a religious podcast. I just want to make that very clear. This is a spiritual journey to enlightenment. And when I say God, it's another word for higher power. It's another word for spirit of the universe. It is another word for Holy Spirit. It is just a word that I use that defines something greater than human power in my life. And all I have to do is look outside at night and see the moon and know there's absolutely no way a human being threw that rock in the air and called it the moon. There's no way that a human being created the ocean, that the moon and the ocean are connected through currents somehow, some way. There's just, the universe is vast and it's mind-blowing. I just have to believe that there's something greater than human power out there. And I also believe that it was built within us to believe that. It was built within us. I've accessed and tapped into that power, and I know others who have done the same. And so it's a safe place for me to be. So, like I said, the perfect version of you is the love that's within you. Your perfect self is your natural light. The only thing that will dim your natural light is fear. So today, I've been saying the mantra, only love is real. Only love is real. Only love is real. Whenever I feel stuck, whenever I feel stressed, whenever I feel down, only love is real. Nothing else exists. Be the light. The light within you is real. So I want to be a student forever. I want to be a spiritual student forever. There's so much to learn. I never want to be rusty. And success leaves clues. There are people that have come before me that have shared their wealth of knowledge and to enlightenment. So when we say only love is real, that's how we cast out the thoughts of fear, of judgment, of blame, and we put ourselves in a state of transcendence. An Oxford Dictionary calls that an existence or experience beyond the normal or physical level. And I believe that anything that isn't love doesn't exist. It's all in the mind. So we cannot manifest fear as long as we accept and believe that only love is real. And the journey to enlightenment is only through our natural light. So if you are feeling stressed or stuck, just take a pause, because it's in that pause that we are able to find peace. It's in the pause that I've been able to find God. And if your past is stressing you out, just digest that shit already. Get rid of that bad energy of nothingness. It's only a breeding ground for fear, and it's blocking your natural light. So I pulled a card on social media today, and it's out of a deck called the Money and Law of Attraction cards. And here's what it says. The law of attraction adds power to both problems and solutions. The realization that something is not as you want it to be is an important first step. But once you have identified that, the faster you are able to turn your attention in the direction of a solution, the better, because continuing exploration of the problem will prevent you from finding the solution. The problem is a different vibrational frequency from the solution, and all thoughts or vibrations are affected by or managed by the law of attraction. So I loved pulling that card today because it correlates with my original point. We can't find the light by endless searching and digging into our darkness. Analysis of the darkness is not going to bring us light. So the same thing applies here. So if we are in a problem and stay there, that's our vibrational frequency. If we want to stay in our problem and our thoughts are guided by the problem, we are just spinning our wheels. We're doing nothing. We're only creating fear. But if we find a solution, that is our vibrational frequency. That is what we're going to attract. So you can either attract more of the problem, or we can change our thoughts from fear to love or light and go to a solution. There is always a solution for every problem. And that is how law of attraction works. So fear isn't real. It's all ego. It's all in our minds. We have the power to think in ways that attract and reflect all the love in the world. That, my friends, is enlightenment. It's always a choice, and it's available to us in any instant. Love is the source of our meaning. Forgiveness is the key to mend a broken heart. Love is a decision. So healing does not occur in the past. It only occurs in the present. So that's the choice that we get to make. If we want to heal, if that's the vibrational frequency we want to be on, then we need to go towards the light in the present. So in every moment, we have a chance to change our past and our future by reprogramming our present. Enter the light. Love is the light. Love encourages us to blossom into our highest self, our highest potential. The process of personal growth, it's hard work. It takes courage, but we have the power to look directly at our ego and release it. Because remember, our ego isn't real. It's only an idea in our minds, and it has everything to do with our perspective. We can change our conditions by changing our thoughts. So that means ego and fear patterns have to be detoxed out of our system before our natural light can shine through. Love is our ultimate reality. It's our natural light. It's our purpose here on earth. That's what I believe. To love ourselves and to love others fully is actually the meaning of our lives. And our egos don't agree with that. Our ego wants us to believe that material wealth and worldly power are way more important than love. But guess what? We are not our ego. We are not our external selves. When we serve others, when we love, when we forgive, when we heal, that's how we disarm the ego. We can't access our light through endless analysis of our darkness. We can't. That's not how it works. We must choose the light to reach the light. And I believe light and love means understanding. And it's through understanding that we are healed. Personal growth is the journey out of the darkness, out of the painful emotional patterns, and into those that create inner peace. So we all have the capacity to change. It's a choice. There's a healing force within all of us. I have to believe that. Spirit of the universe, God, Holy Spirit, higher power, whatever you want to call it, there is something greater than human power out there. And it is within our minds. It's in communication with every part of our being. So when we choose the light, we remember who we are and why we're here on planet Earth. We came to Earth to heal the world, to grow, and in turn, heal ourselves using our God-given talents and abilities. When we feel stuck, all we have to do is ask our higher power to show us the brilliance within us. Achievement comes from who we are, not what we do. There's no limit to the goodness that God has prepared for us. Only doubt or disbelief shuts off our power. Faith is what turns our power back on, and that is manifestation. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Ageless. Don't forget to rate and subscribe. Tune in next week for a new episode.